What was the basis upon which you were going to proceed?
I don't remember him asking for an estimate, but the basis was, as we've done in the past, is that as skilled joiners, sometimes there's got to be a bit of trust on the behalf of the person.
No, sir, there doesn't. You could have sent a text message if you weren't being terribly administratively decent. You could have written something on a piece of paper. Did you put anything in writing?
No.
He told me it will take a few days to do the rest of the job.
How many days?
Well, he says he will finish it by end of the week. So I thought to myself, okay, the joists and the labour not going to come more than £600.
How on earth would you know how much it was going to cost to have a skilled joiner at your house replacing a moist undercarriage?
Right, because I've been to the wood yard many times.
You've been to the wood yard?
Yes.
What for?
To buy wood.
So based upon your not 40 years of experience, you came up with an idea in your mind as to how much it would cost and took the view that it would cost £600. How much do you charge a day, sir?
£120 a day.
That, sir, is cheap. Did you take Chris to the job as well?
Yes.
Understood, because it required two of you.
Yes.
That would be £240 for the day.
Yes.
Can I finish?
I didn't let you finish, sir, because the question that I asked you, you'd answered, and because I got the relevant information, talking. £240, that's all I'm asking.
No.
Did they tell you that?
You
now,
said,
what would you like?
The first day, Tuesday, which they were supposed to floor.
Sir, I'm asking you questions. Do not interrupt me. I assure you I'm going to give you more than a fair hearing. You've prepared your case very, very well indeed.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
I just need to get to the detail.
Okay.
Did you nevertheless send him a text message or anything in writing saying, however, I think it's roughly at this stage going to be A, a number of days, and B, this is mine and my son's daily rate?
I didn't, but based on the £600, which was the 1 day's work, which I had told him the cost of the materials was about £280, I thought that would perhaps... I mean, I didn't tell him, but that insinuates that that's what we would charge.
Now, let's talk about the work. What I'm told by his daughter is as follows. They had to replace the whole skirting board. I didn't ask them about them, they just did it. Nothing was ever said to me about the price. At no point did they tell me how much it would cost. Agreed?
No.
No.
Well, what's the problem with it?
The floor was done, and his daughter asked, would we replace the skirting boards? No, she asked, do we need to replace the skirting boards? I said, definitely, you cannot not have skirting boards. I said to her, but bearing in mind, at the moment, the cost up to now is £2,000. We did the skirting boards.
Well, who gave you
agreed.
sir? Who gave you the permission to do the skirting boards?
His daughter.
You finished the work. You went to the post office for payment on the 18th of January, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And on the 17th, the day before, you made clear in a text that you would be going to visit him for that money. Am I right?
Yes.
And what was said? Do you have it in your pack?
The actual text said, how much?
You must have heard me. The way he says it, I don't think I said, how much? I just says...
Just have a look at that. Hi, John. Well, you were saying, who much?
Something like this, yeah.
Were you abducted by somebody from Aberdeen?
Well, I was
Were you
shocked.
trying an accent out for size? Hello, John! Who much is it?
I was shocked with the amount he told me.
There are you, in your mind, thinking it's roughly going to cost £1,600 maximum, right? And instead, it came to a good deal more, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. You went in to collect your £2,680 after he'd asked that on the 18th of January. And, John, what happened?
He offered me £2,000. I then said to him that we'd spent 7 days working there. We'd spent X amount on materials, and I believed that that was a fair price for the time we'd spent going to Blackpool for 7 days. His view was that what we did was just put a few joists in. He was never there. We built walls, we did lots.
You were offered by Matesa a settlement, in effect.
Yes.
What did he offer to settle with you on?
£2,000.
What did you say in response?
I offered to accept £2,500.
Did he give you the £2,500?
No. He came back with some money in his hands, all wrapped up like they do in the bank with the things round. 1,000, 2,000, 100, 200 and stopped. I looked at him and said, I said 2,500. I can understand how you feel. I'm willing to go down 108, said 2,500. He looked at me with a smirk on his face that I will never forget and said, business is business, John. Business is business. Now, at that point, he was trying to take £500 off me, just like that. At that point, when he offered me 2,200, I shouldn't have done this, and again, you're right. I said, if you give me another 100, I will go.
What happened?
He opened his wallet and gave me 50. Every time I asked him, he always had to offer less. I said, 50? I asked for 100. I've just knocked so many hundreds off, and yet you still don't accept it. And he said something about, I'll give you the other £50 because I want a job doing at my house, and when you come and do that, I'll give it you then.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.